Dearest friends, welcome to the place where doubt dissolves into clarity and where whispers are weighed against truth. You are on Turkish series Stars. Today feels like a sunrise after a long, stubborn night. If your hearts have been heavy in recent weeks because of the merciless rumors clouding the love between Çağatay and Hzal, prepare to finally exhale. This is not about gossip today, nor about faceless insiders and shadowy leaks. This is about a voice that matters stepping forward with conviction. Someone close to the heart of the story has spoken, and everything has changed. Before we unfold each heartbeat of this moving chapter, join our family here on Turkish series Stars. Tap like if you believe in the power of home and loyalty, subscribe so you're always first to know, and, if you'd like to support us in our mission to stand for truth, the join button opens the door to exclusive content. Ready to feel something real? Let's begin. To understand the weight of what happened today, we need to step back into the turbulence that has hovered over the entertainment world lately. As you know, social media and tabloid covers have been drenched in a manufactured storm meant to unsteady the bond between Çağatay and the radiant Hzal. We read of jealousy spirals, suffocating career pressures, and a breakup that was either imminent or already done. Each morning brought a fresh headline announcing the fall of their story, leaving millions anxious and braced for heartbreak. The toxic script told us their rising success had become an immovable wall, that misunderstandings had replaced tenderness, that ambition had pushed love aside. We at Turkish series Stars kept our composure, but even we cannot deny how relentless the barrage became. There was a genuine fear that these relentless falsehoods might chip away at something precious. Yet one profound truth was underestimated: bonds with deep roots do not bow to passing winds. And then, when the night felt most unforgiving, light arrived, not from a red carpet flash, but from inside a home. The day's hero doesn't wear fame like armor and doesn't perform for applause. He's a man who has lived quietly, choosing dignity over spectacle, protecting what is intimate and sacred. We are speaking of Çağatay's father. A gentleman of another generation, a father who observes with steady eyes, who loves without posturing, and who, when he senses his son's happiness and the woman he loves threatened, rises with calm, unwavering strength. Exhausted by the lies, sick of seeing his family name dragged through the sludge of speculation, he broke his silence. He didn't come forward with rage. He came forward with protective love, the kind that pulls the plug on any circus. In an exclusive interview, given with the sole purpose of closing the curtain on a spectacle that never should have started, he spoke with a clarity that silenced the noise. With the quiet force of someone grounded in truth, he said, "I've heard too many inventions on television, and I can't stand by anymore. I know my son's heart better than anyone. Çağatay would never walk away from Hazal, she is the counterpart of his soul." Let those words sink in. He didn't reach for a simple label. He chose something spiritual, something that feels like a vow. In a place where family and a parent's words still mean everything, a father's affirmation can outweigh armies of publicists and stacks of official statements. It isn't a press note, it's a blessing. But he didn't stop there. Aware of the whispers about alleged family tension, he wanted to make Hzal's place clear. "Hzal is not just my son's partner," he said softly. "To us, she is already a daughter. She is kind, genuine, and my son's love for her is immeasurable." Those words go straight to the heart of every rumor that tried to paint a wall between them. To call her a daughter is to open the most guarded door. It is to welcome her not only into the house, but into the story of the family. And then he added, with wisdom that doesn't need to shout, "Like any couple growing together, they have small challenges, but their love towers over any obstacle." In a world addicted to perfect snapshots, acknowledging difficulties while affirming devotion is the freshest, most honest testimony we could have asked for. Maybe the most tender moment came when he shared a private memory, something we would never have glimpsed on our own. He described watching them a few days ago in the garden. Picture it, the late afternoon light turning leaves to gold, the breath of a breeze through the branches, two people sitting close. "I saw them holding hands and speaking about the future," he said, his smile palpable even through the recounting. There was a light in their eyes you can't fake. They looked at each other in a way that told me, in that exact second, nothing and no one could force them apart. This isn't a glossy promo scene. It's the quiet truth of two people at home, their world reduced to a bench and a conversation, and a father standing witness to a love that doesn't perform for cameras. The impact of his words was immediate. Cameras soon found Çağatay Ulusoy as he stepped out from a long day on set. He must have been exhausted, but when he learned what his father had said, something shifted. Those who were there describe his eyes filling with emotion and pride. With a smile that softened the night, he confirmed everything. "My father is my compass," he told the reporters, voice trembling. "He has always understood me. If he says I won't leave Hzal, it's because it is the plain truth. Hzal is my fate and my haven. Don't let the fabrications fool you, we are happier than ever." To call someone your haven is to call them your shelter, a home you carry with you. In that sentence, he built a wall between their life and the noise beyond it. And Hzal? Poised as ever, her joy couldn't help but shine when she was reached moments later. The assurance that the family of the man she loves stands by her is a treasure beyond any magazine cover. With grace that has always set her apart, she said, "Feeling the embrace of Çağatay's family is the most meaningful gift to me. His father is a wise man, and I respect him deeply. His words gave me strength. The bond between us cannot be broken." Hear that word, cannot. Not brittle. Not conditional. Unbreakable. Not only did she reaffirm her love for him, she honored tradition and showed her reverence for family. In doing so, she closed the door on the manipulative narrative that tried to pit home against heart. But this story doesn't end with quotes and microphones. Our trusted sources tell us that after the rush of emotions, an intimate dinner took place, a small family gathering to thank the father whose voice cut through the fog. Imagine the room. A table lovingly set, dishes with the comforting fragrance of home cooking, glasses clinking, hands clasping longer than usual, and laughter that says, "We made it through." They say the atmosphere felt like winning a fair fight. The good kind of rumor says that at one point, all eyes found their way to the head of the table as Çağatay raised his glass. He looked his father in the eyes and said, "Thank you for reminding the world how completely I love this woman." It wasn't a toast to publicity. It was a promise renewed, in front of the only audience that matters. So what does this teach us, dear Turkish series stars family? It teaches us to be wary of the feed, of snippets flashing by at midnight, of headlines sharpened to provoke. It reminds us that love that has been built with patience and tested with time is stronger than any rumor. That a couple's tenderness, reinforced by a family's solidarity, can withstand 1,000 invented storms. The magazines that tried to split them have been forced to step back and taste their own bitter words. Çağatay isn't leaving Hzal, and Hzal isn't leaving Çağatay. As his father essentially told us, he knows his son's heart. And that heart beats steadfastly for her. How do you feel now that you've heard it from the person whose word counts at home? Did your shoulders drop a little? Did your breath slow down, the way ours did? Tell us in the comments. Share your relief, your joy, your faith in what's real. Remember, our community here at Turkish Series Stars exists because we believe love and truth deserve a stage louder than lies. If you want to support content that stands up for sincerity, the join button is your way to help us keep setting the record straight. Don't forget to tap the bell, because in the days ahead we expect new photos and quiet moments from the couple. Perhaps a short getaway, or simply a sunset captured from their balcony, small confirmations of everything that's been said. This wave has done something unexpected, it has made their story feel even more grounded. They are not just a favorite on-screen pairing, not just two luminous careers crossing paths. They are a family in formation, one that learns, protects, and celebrates together. That's what lasts. That's what withstands the seasons. And as for the future? It seems full of light. With a father's blessing and fans who never stopped believing, the road ahead looks steady. Perhaps that conversation in the garden hinted at plans, maybe a more permanent home, maybe a celebration on a date only they know, maybe something simpler yet just as meaningful, like planting roots where they can always return. Whatever it is, they will build it on the firm ground they've defended so bravely these weeks. And we, here at Turkish Series Stars, will be right beside you to witness every step of the journey. We've reached the end of a chapter that feels like a triumph. Love has spoken, truth has prevailed, and the Ulusoy Kaya family spirit stands strong. Thanks to the courage of a father and the unwavering devotion of two people who refuse to be rewritten by strangers, today we get to smile. If this story warmed you, hit like. Share it with the friend who was worried. Tell them that the love between Çağatay and Hzal is not a rumor to be swayed by the wind but a flame guarded at home. Subscribe so you don't miss the next bright moment, the next quiet proof, the next gentle victory. Thank you for spending this time with us, Turkish Series Stars family. Until the next tale, eyes open, hearts open, always choosing the side of love.